MFA comes to Covered California. Hello, I am Kevin Knaus, an independent health insurance agent in California and also a certified Covered California agent. And Covered California has done a big update in June of 2025, and there are some changes that you won't see, but one of them may really trip you up. And that is the MFA, or multi-factor authentication. So they are doing away with the security questions, and you are going to have to verify through either a text message or an email where you get a specific six-digit code to put in. So when you first go to your account, or maybe you already have, and it's going to tell you to register your mobile phone or an email address for Covered California to send you this code. And I work with all kinds of different platforms, and sometimes I can only get an email code, but I really prefer the text messaging because it's very, very quick. And all of this is what Covered California calls their intelligent document processing updates. And there are a lot of good things within the application. But when it comes to the authentication to get into your account, you're going to have to, register a mobile phone or an email address. Then it's going to look something like this. This is what I see when I log in or attempt to log into Covered California. I need to verify my account. They're going to send me a one-time code to my mobile phone, and it pops in within less than a minute. And then I just take that six-digit number and put it in the one-time passcode, hit continue, and I'm in. And usually that is good for all day long because I'm kind of in and out of Covered California. But most people aren't, so just assume you're always going to need to either get an email, which comes relatively quickly, or that text messaging. One of the other things that they have done with this intelligent document processing is they've helped kind of streamline the income verification. Now, with all of the verifications, we're talking about documents that need to be uploaded, and sometimes they can't be read. Someone needs to look at them, so they're trying to move this along quicker. So these inconsistencies or these requests for verifications are quickly verified, and everything moves forward. Because if things aren't, sometimes subsidies are removed from the health plan, or the health plan is terminated altogether if they cannot verify your citizenship. But when it comes to the income, there has been the income attestation form, and I would fill it out and people would sign it, and then I would upload it, and it seemed to work pretty well because they were using artificial intelligence, but there was still some lag time. Now they have created and put on the income attestation form where you can just complete it online. So when you hit complete attestation, it'll come up and it'll say, who is this for? And it'll have the annual household income already pre-populated in there. Because this is important with the income verification. Sometimes the attestation or other documents are uploaded and they don't comport with what is in the application. And that can cause problems. Maybe you're estimating your income at $80,000, but it only says $60,000 in Covered California application. Well, they need to resolve that issue. So it's always good when you're providing proof of income that, it will equal what you have estimated your income to be. But with the income attestation, you just read through that, and then you can do an electronic signature and date it, and that will take care of that. They've also enhanced identity verification, where you're able to upload, like driver's licenses, and the system should be able to read it and figure out exactly what it is, and verify that it is a real document, and then verify your identity. For some people who don't have driver's licenses or some of those other documents, you can get a verification link sent to your tablet or your smartphone, and go go through that process. When I would take a new client into Covered California to verify their identity, I would oftentimes get 4 questions from the Federal Data Services Hub Remote ID Proofing Service, which I think was Experian, and we had to answer those questions. But now, with all the information that is already in the application, the person's name, address, social security number, they're able to just verify it right away. And so that has been really nice without all of those goofy questions that didn't make sense sometimes. Now, sometimes when you upload the documents and they kind of understood this and they've put in other pages, if this doesn't work, show the viewer, show the applicant this. So they're going to show whether the document has been uploaded. If there is an error in looking at that document, like this one here is on the income or a data mismatch is found, it's going to alert you to that. If the document is hard to read, because sometimes we take these images with our cell phones and maybe they're a little blurry, so you want to be in good light, have the document on a white background so it's a good, crisp, clear image. Better yet, a PDF, because those can't be tampered with and they're usually very clean if you can scan it in and then upload it. But if there are inconsistencies, the system is now going to tell you or tell the agent what is going on, because sometimes that was always a mystery. It's like they rejected this, but we don't know why, so we have to call. So this is all about reducing phone calls into Covered California and getting the application verified and up and rolling so that people don't get that letter of, we're turning off your subsidies because we can't verify XYZ. Something else that is going on, and this doesn't have to do with the intelligent document processing to a certain extent, but it is tax filing. And I have had a couple of people say that they've gotten letters from Covered California that the subsidies are being turned off because Covered California cannot verify that they have filed their 2024 taxes. And Covered California must check the federal databases for the primary tax filer every year, at least twice a year. And if they can't see that a tax return has been filed, they have to turn off the subsidies. So you need to address that as soon as possible. Now, there is a way within Covered California that if you have filed your taxes, but maybe it's just not registering yet, you can check mark a box under the tax filing attestation, and that will bring back the subsidies. But if you're out of town and the subsidies have been turned off, there is a process that you can go through, but you only have 60 days to contact Covered California and get the ball rolling to get those subsidies retroactive, because they will be turned off and you're going to be making the full premium payment. Then finally, a lot of this intelligent document processing, hopefully some of it will hold, some of it might get thrown out the window, because the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services has approved these new rules, which are tightening up a lot of the conditions to get Covered California, such as stricter special enrollment periods, a shorter open enrollment, failure to file and tax return, and identity verification. And those have been put in place. And up here is a link to a video I did on all of the tighter restrictions that are coming into play. Those have been approved in June. I'm not sure when all of them are going to be implemented in Covered California. Some of them may be happening this year in 2025. Some of them will be for 2026. But Covered California is updating the system, so hopefully some of this stuff will be much smoother and cleaner for people renewing. and updating their Covered California accounts. But the big thing is that once you log into Covered California, if anytime soon, you're going to be requested to set up this multi-factor authentication where you either receive a text message or an email with a authorization code so that you can enter your Covered California account. Or alternatively, you can call your agent and they should be able to get in and assist you with anything that needs to be done. So if you have any questions or comments, you may leave those down below and I will do my best to answer them. Otherwise, for InsureMeKevin.com, I'm Kevin Knaus.